What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon. And today we'll be talking about the best champion. That's right, I said it. She's the best, Cynthia. So we all love Cynthia, whether she's your favorite or not. She's arguably, in my opinion, definitely, the strongest champion we've ever seen in a Pokemon game. She's really cool and interesting and was kind of the first champion to get a personality, in my opinion. And she's also really sweet, right? Wrong, actually, because she's evil. That's right, I said it. Cynthia is evil. Now, before we go any further, if you have not finished playing Legends Arceus and you do not want to be spoiled, please get out of here, because you will be spoiled about something huge. So please leave now. Final warning. Okay, we're diving right in. So before we get into why exactly she's evil, we need to talk about a few things about Cynthia's character. So one thing we know about Cynthia is that she loves ruins. You will, throughout the game, see her in different ruins. You even see her in the Sinnoh ruins, which are in the middle of nowhere in this mountain range in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And not only is she always in these ruins, but she also seems to have extensive knowledge on these ruins, as well as the Pokemon that are tied to them, which in the case of Sinnoh happen to be Mesprit, Azelf, Uxie, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, and of course the mythical Pokemon ARCEUS. Now this is not only shown in the games, this is also shown in the anime. In fact, in the current anime series that's going on, Pokemon Journeys, Ash has run into Cynthia a couple of times where she's kind of given them advice on historical and even mythological things. Now, the second thing we need to talk about Cynthia is her team. Now, her team has changed a little bit in between games, but I think her most iconic team is her Platinum team, and that is Garchomp, Milotic, Roserade, Lucario, Spiritomb, and Togekiss. Now, with all that said, let's get into why she's evil. In Legends Arceus, you meet Cynthia's ancestor, a guy named Volo. You also meet one of her other ancestors, but she's not relevant to this video. And Volo is this super nice guy who, helps you on your journey and is just really, really helpful. He's even able to tell you things about the region that are just crazy that he knows, especially given how unexplored Hisui is and how unconnected the people are from the Pokemon. And then he reveals that he's not so nice and that he actually has been trying to fight God alongside Satan. God obviously being Arceus and Giratina obviously being Satan. Volo will battle you for possession of the Arceus plates to try and reach Arceus. And his team that he uses is Togekiss, Spiritomb, Garchomp, Roserade, Lucario, and Hisuian Arcanine. Now, all of this may sound familiar with the exception of Hisuian Arcanine. All of these Pokemon are featured on Cynthia's team, except for Hisuian Arcanine, which makes sense that Cynthia wouldn't be able to use Hisuian Arcanine because Hisuian Arcanine was a Pokemon in the past. It's died out now. Arcanine looked different now. Cynthia couldn't use a Hisuian Arcanine if she wanted to. And I believe she did want to, because it's clear that her team being just like her ancestors, that's too big of a coincidence. She had to have modeled her team after him. Furthermore, again, as I've talked about, Cynthia has a fascination and an obsession and, frankly, a really extensive knowledge on the history of Sinnoh and how the legendaries tie into Sinnoh's creation and the creation of the world as a whole. Who does this remind you of? Volo. So what I'm proposing is that way back in the old days of Hisui, Volo studied all this stuff, gathered himself a team, and tried to get Arceus for his own evil reasons. Flash forward to the present, we have Cynthia. Cynthia looks up to her great, however many greats it should be, grandfather, Volo, who use these really cool Pokemon. She's obsessed with this guy. He's really cool. So she starts forming her own team of these Pokemon, with the exception of Hisui and Arcanine. Instead replaces it with Milotic, because, Milotic's beautiful. Why wouldn't you? And she starts studying up on Sinnoh's mythology and on Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Arceus. She even, when Giratina drags Cyrus into the Distortion World, without hesitation, she jumps in after him. She jumps in after Giratina and helps the player character reach the end. Now, what I'm proposing is that she didn't do it to help the player character or help Cyrus. She did it to study Giratina, because she wanted to know what to do differently from Volo. Volo worked with Giratina and his plan failed. Cynthia is insanely smart. She's going to make sure that she gets around that, but she has to study first. So obviously, while we have not seen any signs of Cynthia being evil, her fascination with this stuff and her apparently copying her great however many greats grandfather's team is super suspicious to me. I mean, that's seriously, like, you have to think about it. Why would she model her team out of all of her ancestors after Volo, after this guy who did these really terrible things and, opened this rift and spat this trainer back into the past, just all these awful things, and Cynthia's modeling herself after him? Why not model herself after her other ancestor? She was really cool. She was like best friends with Enamorus, a full-on legendary Pokemon, back in the days where people hated Pokemon. Why wouldn't you model yourself after her? No, she picks Volo, and I firmly believe that her copying his team, her studying all of the legends of Sinnoh, just like Volo did, is her trying to exact her great, however many greats, grandfather's final plan on Sinnoh and the whole world. So, trainers, Cynthia is really charming. She is. She seems super sweet. So, you may not believe me here. And that's okay. You don't need to believe me. All I'm saying is the next time you're journeying through a Pokemon region and you encounter Cynthia, maybe watch your back. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, because we talk about a ton of fun theories like this, as well as all other things Pokemon. We've done a bunch of stuff on Scarlet and Violet, and we'll continue to, of course. And until next time, I will see all of you later.